gate 30 of the purpose. So if your sun or personality or conscious sun is in the 30, then you will either have contagion, fates, or industry. So let's just take a look at the right angle cross of contagion. So what happens here is there's a lot of desire in this particular purpose. So it really starts off the whole process of saying that there is more. There's more. So we have this, and there can be and potentially is more out there. So it's important that as this moves us in a very profound way, because what desire does is it tells us that there isn't anything out there that we cannot try. This is a collective energy of the 30. So it's saying to us, it doesn't know. It doesn't know everything that's out there. So why don't we just try things? And the contagion aspect of it is that basically we're willing to allow the fates to provide us with whatever outcome needs to happen. So it really is a learning process here in the right angle cross of contagion, because these people are on their own personal destiny. So they're walking along and they're with a friend, they're out hiking, and there's some mushrooms there, and the right angle cross of contagion takes the mushroom and eats it and dies right there. We need right angle cross of contagions to try things out so that we can see what works and what doesn't work, because it is based off desire. So what's really funny is that the fates, you know what? This is where the gods really laugh at us. Because as in the Bible would say, man plans and God laughs. We try to plan things and it isn't about planning. It's about having the experience and trying things out. Now here, the number one thing is that it's about making a commitment. So whatever your strategy and authority is, make sure you know what commitment you're getting locked into. Contagion really helps us discover what is good for us and what isn't good for us. And this is the one who dies to set off a contagious influence or not. So what are some things that you could learn here or make money from here? Well, this really is about experience and desire. And there's a lot of sexual energy also that's built right into this particular right angle cross. I know people with this. And what's really interesting is that a lot of them have dabbled in the sex trade, sexual interactions. So now they use that contagion for different desires. However, that's where they started off. So you can build a lot of wealth here if you can fulfill desires for others, whether that be sexual. Now, I'm not saying get into the sex trade. That's not what I'm saying here. But sexual fantasies, like writing like 50 Shades of Grey. Look at how amazing that trilogy or book series did on this planet. Like it made hundreds of millions of dollars. It was turned into a movie. So you're driven by desire, but you must follow your strategy and authority to know which desire is going to bring you to wealth. How you're going to be able to contribute and commit and utilize your resources correctly. Okay? So you are the contagion. So you get to test things out. See if they work. See if they don't work. And if you die, well, that's how it is. You know, as Ra would say, there's no morality in any of this. So let's take a look at the juxtaposition cross of fates. Well, these are the people, if if you know anything about 3420s, these people, I have this in my design. We are busy, we are moving, and this isn't my cross, but this juxtaposition of fates, what's really happening here is that they are absolutely waiting for an accident, and they are totally obsessed. So if this is you, how are you going to be wealthy if you have this particular cross? You must, it is so important for you to respond to what it is that you can be obsessive about. There's going to be, again, lots of sexuality here. There's commitment here. And then there's charisma. So what is it that you can deeply become obsessed about and something that will provide you with wealth? Now, of course, it all depends on all the rest of the energies that are provided through your body graph. But this, if you're committing and if you're responding, you'll notice, you will very much so notice that you can be wealthy based off of your response and being absolutely obsessed with what it is that you've responded to. The right angle cross industry, I know many of these people. It's one of the very busiest crosses that there is. So I'm busy because I have an expectation that my busyness is going to lead to something. And that's not always truthful. Busyness doesn't lead to anything. So this is the beginning of our sexual desires. Again, with that 30 in there. So industry, business. So when I coach my clients, of course, I got to look at their whole design. That's why we're doing this whole program, so that we can walk through your whole design. This is going to be a very industrious way to collect wealth. So it is going to be business focused, industrious focused. These people can easily be enslaved. So it really, again, is what are you responding to so that you can create an industry around it. So the people that I know with this, the one lady, she absolutely loves to plan events for her own family, which usually ends up costing her money because she usually does it at her place. Now, I just had her switch her thought process about it and realize that she can make a ton of money creating events for others because she loves to be busy. The moment she's not busy, she feels like she has no purpose. It's completely correct. So now it's about changing the mindset around from, I'm just doing this to be busy, to, I can be busy and create wealth around this. Now, wealth, of course, everybody wins. You know, I do something that I do not love. I don't want to plan anything. I don't like planning things. It's not in my wheelhouse. I don't love that. I'm spontaneous. I do things right off the cuff. So for her to be able to switch that and create a business around it, there could be copious amounts of wealth there. So think about things like that when you're walking through this. Now, inside of everybody, there's billions of different possibilities. So I'm just going to drop a few as we walk, and then you get to, come to that place of realization through who is requesting your energy. Because here, the fates in the industry, that's all about that express builder, that pure express builder or pure manifesting generator. The contagion, that could be any type. So always trusting the strategy and authority on knowing what to be the contagion for, what to just allow the fates to guide you, and then what to create a business and be busy doing is really what is here in the 30.